Hello viewers, welcome to Sunrise TV again, and it's your show, The Bold Question in the House, and I'm your host, Engineer Callistus, alongside my friend, my political analyst, Mr. Lincoln in the house. Mr. Lincoln, first to our viewers, welcome Mr. Lincoln in the house. Oh, Mr. Lincoln.
Yes.
Welcome.
Sana.
I can see you're putting on black with a hash. Tell me, how was your day?
Good.
Your day has been good?
Yeah.
Me too has been good. So today we are back to our show again, and our listeners wants to hear more about what's going on in the country, political scenario, what's happening. And today, as I was walking around, there is this speech, Mr. Raila Odinga. So that you see, the UDA have been saying Raila must go to Bondo, must go home, he's old and whatever. But recently, 1 or 2 days ago, Raila said he's not going anywhere. He's here to stay. He knows where Bondo is, and when time comes, he will go to Bondo himself.
Yeah.
And that one has really changed the political matrix in Azimio.
Yeah.
Because you see, we have people who have been wanting to also to run for this thing. They have seen Raila is old, he needs to go home and whatever.
Yeah.
What is the impact of that statement in Azimio and in the side of UDA?
First, we need to understand. Like to understand the DNA.
Yeah.
Raila in politics is part of life.
Yeah.
He breathes politics. He lives politics. He eats politics.
Yeah.
He's an international leader because of politics.
Yeah.
He is who he is because of politics.
Yes.
We know him because of politics. Yeah. So if today Raila says that today I'm retiring from politics, I think it will be meaning that today I'm dying. You see? Yeah. It's like saying now today I'm going to die. Because politics, I've said politics is him and him is politics.
Yeah.
The way you say I and I. And that's how it was created. Again, even if Raila is not there anymore, for example, we will never ever fail to speak about politics in the country without speaking about Raila Odinga. Again, if I was Raila, I would not have told these guys that I'll be quitting or not quitting. Because I don't know what business do they have and what moral do they have to question his political career and when he wants to retire or if he wants to continue.
Yeah.
But in his wisdom, kuambia I'm not going anywhere, I think they should understand because they are saying that sisi ndio tutasimamisha Raila Odinga.
Yeah.
Sisi ndio tutafanya huyu mzee aache siasa. Yeah. Sisi ndio tutafanya aende akiendanga.
Yeah.
And they were not saying that in good au wanasema pale hiyo maneno kwa nini mzuri kwa nia nzuri. We see during campaigns, after campaign, wakati wa maandamano, his vehicle was fired many times with live bullets. Only that they failed to catch him. You see? And that tells you, that's why I normally tell you that there's no need to worry about these people. There's no need to even to listen to them too much because they have nothing tangible to offer.
Yeah.
And that's why today when we are struggling with the economy and we are saying that we need to look at the welfare of managers, it's the moral fabric of the country. What they are doing, they are speaking about Raila. Because Raila is the oxygen.
Yeah.
They even some of them are sent to this political waliweza kupata nguvu za kisiasa sababu kumtaja Raila Odinga. So now if Raila Odinga decides to resign from politics, then this means that they also resign too.
But they are saying that because Raila is old. He needs to
Old is gold.
retire. Yeah.
And they are also old.
Yeah.
Old is gold. You cannot tell someone like today, those who you started politics with, today they are not in the political field. They have retired. They are no longer there. And you should also ask them, even those who you grew up with them, wengine walikufa, and you are still living. So that's a very stupid question. Ama like question huyu mtu kwa nini huyu jamaa afanye retire, anafaa kwenda retire. Hapana. Hata wewe wale mulianza na wao kuna wenye wako. So na wewe huko. So each kila mtu anafaa kupewa chance yake na kuendelea vile inafaa.
But now when UDA were campaigning to 2020, they're saying they'll send Raila home.
Yeah.
But Raila is a very fun man. When you think he's dead, he's gone, his political activities are gone, he resurrects and becomes more stronger. Instead of growing older, he's growing more stronger as years goes.
UDA belongs.
Do you think he's the only person who can stop these people, these UDA people?
He has talked to them many times. When he told them, you guys, you do not know how to govern. There's nothing you can do about this country. You know nothing.
Yeah.
Everything is going to backfire. Now it is backfiring. So who is who in the political field? And every time I keep saying that UDA is for political criminals and hypocrites. People who thinks that they can, but they can't. You see? So, so these are. I think, into my own understanding, when they were saying that this man should go, they lacked something important to tell the people, because that's not what the people would hear. And again, what is the importance of the nation when Raila has retired from politics? What we want, I told you, it's the moral fabric and spiritual fabric of all the citizens. We want to live well. We want to feel. We want the unity to be with us. These leaders, as the president of the country, as the deputy president of the country, as the current regime, we expect more than telling us about Raila Odinga, who has done his work perfectly and who is still doing his work perfectly. The people should send Raila Odinga home. I think it's voters and Kenyans in general. Because now, kama saizi, you see most of the Kenyans are advising him, usitokee kwa street, wachana na wao wajikaange. So walisema wanaweza, wakati umeenda pale, wanapata time ya ku-exchange. Saizi usitokee kwa street, usiite mass demonstration, wacha pale, sasa tukue at peace, tuone nini wanatengeneza. So, saizi ukiangalia wamekosa, hata wamekaza kuwa irrelevant, because they have nothing to speak. So the moment wame notice that wameanza kuwa irrelevant, magazeti haziwaandiki, they come up to ignite or to show us that they are still living kwa kutaja nani? Raila Odinga. That's so stupid, man.
But now, William Ruto says that he knows Raila very well.
Yeah.
Though before I go on, from our reliable sources is that the civil servants are not being paid. And there is no money.
Yeah.
Do you think Raila would have been the best person to make people get what they wanted? Though
this money is going out.
And you should also remember, he used to tell people that what is going on actually, it's about the fuel and everything, it's about the war that's going in Ukraine and the shrinking of economy after corona issues. But the UDA said, no, this is a lie and whatever. And that's why he could advise Uhuru that bring these subsidies so that they can caution people through this high cost of living. When Ruto came in, he removed everything. And it's the same person that was saying it's not about the war. Now he's saying it's about the world, whatever, and everything.
These are excuses, like if you are clueless, you only come up with either complaining and giving excuse. So what they are doing, they're just giving excuses for their failure. When there was an election and in an event that these people were chosen, then they were chosen to make sure that they handle the problems and mitigate the problem that was consuming the country at that time. So now, what have they done that we can see that they have solved the problem, even if it's half of the problem? Even if they are not able to solve 100%, wanafaa kuwa wamesolve kanusu ama kakwota. But it is becoming worse every day. They went there when the dollar was around 118. Today dollar is 150.
151.
151.
Yeah.
And it's going up. You see?
Yeah.
Fuel, they went there when kerosene was 60 shillings. Today, one kerosene was, I think, 100 shillings. Today,
200.
yes, today kerosene is 200. Within a span of less than a year. You see? So when you tell us about Ukraine and everything, they told us that it's not about Ukraine. And we said, okay, if it's not Ukraine, tell us. And they tell us that they are going to introduce what we call petrodollar and everything. So all those nonsense, nothing worked. We have a war that is going on in Sudan here. Khartoum. There's a lot of fuel. And Sudan is not affecting us. But Ukraine is affecting us. You see?
So, do you think Raila was the best? Now that 2027 is coming up,
experience is everything.
do you think he'll be Baba the 6th?
No, if it's the people to decide. So there's nothing, we cannot say like now, Raila should go home. How now? It's the people should decide. If he goes for election, people will still come up and vote him. What does that mean? They still want to retain him. And I've told you that if it's the people who are saying that Raila should go home, it would be understandable. Have you seen anyone demonstrating saying Raila should go home? No one. So, and when there are current problem that are rising, watu wanasema maisha ingerema maisha, watu wengi wanasema nani ongea? Raila ongea. You see? So, sometimes you can make yourself a fool when you are trying to fool yourself. Like you cannot lie, huwezi jidanganya na udanganya watu wale wengine. So these guys should collect their kiburi and wache kiwarambe. By the way, kinawaramba zaidi ya vile kinaturamba.
But let me ask you a question. Let me try to understand.
Yeah.
Do you think Raila standing for the 6th time, Azimio will still be there? Or it may end up breaking Azimio? See, the Martha Karua is eyeing that thing, Kalonzo is eyeing that thing, and others.
We will not speak about Azimio if there was Pentagon, and the Pentagon is no longer there and Raila is there. NASA is no longer there, Raila is there. You see? The other one was called what? We had Pentagon.
There was NASA.
We had NASA.
Now we have the Azimio.
We have Azimio. So, what does that tell you? After every 5 years, Raila comes in another wave. So this man will still be there. When we speak about politics, we look at the numbers.
But wait, if you are saying about numbers, I have not understood why Raila has been losing this election. Because this guy, anywhere he goes, he has numbers. The umati ukuja.
Yeah.
Watu wanapenda huyu mzee. Do you think it's the structural? The structural. Kuna wale watu wamewekwa pale, especially IBC and the inaitwaje ingine, the judicial. They collided kunyima huyu mzee uongozi.
The man is right. And when you begin safari, kuna mtu anaweza anzisha safari tuseme kutoka hapa aende mahali na amue hata ingia gari. So however much utapata magari hata za kifahari zinasimama zikimwambia ingia hapa nikubebe na lift, unachelewa ama like it's too late ama pale kuna nini, unapata hawezi taka. Sababu yeye akianza safari yake kwa binafsi yake alisema hii safari inaanza sitaingia gari. So furaha yangu ni kufika nikiwa nimetembea na miguu zangu ngapi? 2. Na kuna mwingine ataanza hiyo safari na akifika pale aone gari ndio yeye ingie, Aingie akifika pale one msichana mrembo asimame kwanza waongee akisimama. So hizi nini zinakuwa tofauti. So for me when you tell me Raila anaibiwa kura ni kama no, I think in his journey for presidency there is how he planned, because he is able to steal election. He has the mechanism.
But you should remember also Raila hatakangi kitu. Okay, from the way people say, hatakangi kitu ya kuiba. He want the right thing. Anatakanga vitu happen the right way. And can it be that? That's why so many people, even the judiciary, the IBC, wanaogopa because if he can fight when he doesn't have those powers. What if he has powers? He can dismantle and put this country to the right way.
And you know
so
one
they
thing.
fear him, so that they continue being cartels and cartels.
And you know one thing. If Raila would have become president in 2007, today we would be suffering more than we are suffering.
Why?
Because he would become president for 10 years, leave the economy doing well, everything, and then now another person comes and wipes everything, and now another person comes. Remember, after 2027, today we have two regimes, the Jubilee, and we have another one that's going on right now. So Uhuru would have stolen maybe everything, or else who would be president, and now this man would now be sweeping. You see? So it's better, in one way or the other, it's an advantage for him to be relevant in politics every day. Some of the things that he does makes at least zimefanya tukue at least kuna kitu kidogo pale kinabaki. Unapata kama ni wizi ama vitu zingine, yeye atasema na atatuchanua na atatuambia like this is happening. However much tutadeny itakuja kutokea kwa light. So if we would have retired like the kind of Kibakis and the Mois, then where would we be? We cannot say exactly that there will not be someone else, but we want that moral, the morals that I'm speaking. Like if you are an opposition, you stand for opposition. Either kukue na handshake or anything, opposition is opposition. You make sure that you keep the government on toes, the government of the day. If you do handshake and everything, you are not going there to join them in crime, but you go there to offer some brain. Offer like you go there to advise them. Yeah? You be their mentor. You tell them things are going the other way around. Look at when we had handshake. There was a document that was formed immediately called BBI, Building Bridges Initiative.
But I'm saying BBI is coming again with this.
No, it is edited. It is edited now.
Edited, but it's the thing they were fighting, they want to bring them back.
No, the things that were inside that would benefit the mwananchi, watangoa haziko pale. For example, BBI was to make sure that we one vote, one shillings. So resources of the government zinafikia watu wote, because wakati wezi niambia resources zitakuwa equal, distributed equally, while wewe uko na watoto 1000, mimi niko na watoto 100, and then we are receiving the same amount. Inamaanisha kwako kutaendelewa, kwangu kutaenda chini. So when we were saying one vote, one man shillings, because everyone contributes in kulipa ushuru na everything, hivyo usaidike hivyo as an individual. So now tunapigange hesabu, tunaangalia budget mahali. For example, kama it's 1000, if like you plan for 1000 mpaka iishe kabisa, upate ile pesa imebaki pale ni shilingi 5, inamaanisha shilingi 5 peke yake ndio itakuwa balance, ndio itaibiwa. Lakini if that 1000 umefanya mpaka imekuja kubaki shilingi 300, where is the 300 going? Someone will pocket it. And this thing was, we make sure like governor receives their money, wazee wamepata pesa yao, kazi kwa vijana, nani na nani unapata katika expenditure ya government, hakuna ile surplus inakuja kubaki ile ya wizi. Zile mashimo za wizi, because these institutions hizi nini zote zinafaa kuwa financed kulingana na sheria. You see, this is how taxation should be. This is how you should empower wakulima. This is how you should empower businessmen. This is how you should handle investors. You see, so kisheria unapata it's a law. So for you to make it the other way around, unapata it may take time. But now when it was shut down, iliharibu. So when he came, we cannot say that he came, he is an opposition, because someone will argue wanasema he is an opposition alienda kufanya handshake. No, the handshake was her brain, the brain that there was a fruit that was to come out of that handshake, and ilikuwa BBI, but tulijikosea.
As you say about BBI,
yeah,
there is these talks that are going on. This the bipartisan
talks. Yeah.
Now it's 1 year.
Yeah.
Ruto has been there for 1 year.
Yeah.
We are heading the second year.
Yeah.
How do you see these talks? Because I feel like these talks, they are going nowhere. It's a game of Kenya Kwanza playing the Azimio. As time goes on, they continue ruling. And you see, they're coming up with so many things. You 7-year term president, you BBS, you office of the leader of opposition and everything. Don't you think? And these talks are spending a lot of money. I was seeing today from one of the newspapers saying they have spent 100 million through these talks.
I was
this
telling
this sitting allowance and everything.
Yeah.
Well, do we need these talks? And don't you think if Raila is going to continue these talks, zitakuja kumpaka matope baadaye, Ruto atatumia that nini kusema he did not perform because of those talks, alikuja akafunga mkono. Should Azimio walk out of those talks the way the Mount Kenya, like Jeremiah Kioni, Martha Karua are saying? Do we have any value in those talks?
Okay. The results, the end result is what will tell us. Like, it's what will show the end result. If this was nonsense, was waste of time or anything. Now, let's just keep it at bay, although I do not support this nonsense. Now, again, when we speak about embezzlement of funds, because now already you said that you have spent like 100 million.
Yeah, okay.
We are wasting money. There's a pastor who is supposed to come and pray for our economy so that our economy can grow. And that pastor is supposed to spend around 30 million. And it is the government that is financing that crusade through the wife of the president, Rachel. You see, that is a waste of resources. If this 23 million is taken to a county government of Kisumu or Uasin Gishu, at least parents will have to breathe for around 3 terms because at least watoto watasoma. But now hii inaenda kupewa mzungu akuje kuombea inji economy pande. Economy inapandanga na maombi. You see, that is a waste of money. We have an office of the first daughter. We have office of the prime minister whom we do not know job yake ni gani. So there is a lot of waste here.
But let's come back to these talks going on.
Yeah. You know, these talks,
we need them actually, because why should they be there through? Are you not trying to see that it's just a way of Kenya Kwanza using it to prolong this thing, to put Azimio at bay as time goes on? Wait, before time goes, it will be 2 years, 3 years, campaign is Shanza.
No, in my own wisdom, let me tell you one thing. In my own wisdom, it's good to give someone time.
But how long?
No, you should wait. If they said there was demonstrations, and those demonstrations resulted in deaths of many Kenyans, let's be factual. And they also said that the demonstration affected the economy.
But who killed the Kenyans?
Listen. So now they said, for us to end this nonsense, we should sit down and talk. And I told you that dialogue, even in heaven, hukumiwa na dialogue. So it was very wise for the opposition to give the government time for dialogue. So now for us, we will judge the dialogue kulingana na outcome. If this dialogue hakuna kitu imeleta pale, then we will judge it as an unanswered dialogue. For now, we cannot say its benefits because I cannot sema ni mzuri ama ni mbaya sababu sijakuwa pale, sijajumuishwa pale, I have not be following it. But if we give them time, because iwezi kuwa ni ya mwaka mzima. Ya pili, when you say that they are holding the opposition, one thing we need to know that this country belongs to us all. Today, maybe, engineer, you want to be a president tomorrow. You want to be a president in a country that everything is intact. Even if hautaki kuwa president mahali barabara zimebomolewa ama zimeharibika. Sometimes and I told you, ukiwa na mjinga kuna venye unamtreating unampeleka hivi before time itakuja kupita. After 3 to 4 years, people will demand Mlisema maandamano ilikuwa ina nini na isimamishwe, tuone nini imefanyika. There's nothing that I've done. Mlisema amtaki bipartisan talks na mkainitiate kukuwa na bipartisan talks na opposition na hakuna kitu maana.
Before you continue, there is something you are not trying to understand.
Yeah.
You see, when the bipartisan came in,
Yeah.
it was just few things.
Yeah.
The server,
Yeah.
the IBC, yenye hatuna sahi.
Yeah.
In case there is a vacuum of tunahitaji election, hatuna IBC.
Yeah.
Cost of living. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Na hii mambo ya poaching of the opposition MPs.
Yeah.
Now, another one has come in. Macheki. Creating of office of the leader opposition, prime minister, 7-year president, aende 7-year term, so times 14 years. You see, now, they are not basing on the 4 things, and the people coming with those things, it's not the Azimio side. Azimio had 4 things they came with them. Cost of living, server issue, IBC issue, na poaching of MPC. 4. Now, Kenya Kwanza ndio wamekuja na kwanza walikuja wataki hizo vitu. Then they come in, Ruto aende sijui 7 years, sijui hiyo office of the prime minister ambaye ni msali. So you can imagine Kenya Kwanza have come with those things.
Yeah.
Now, zinaanza kuleta another things more. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
So, by the time tena waanze kuongelea hizi vitu, they'll come up with other things.
But it will not work like so. One thing I told you, like when they are saying like they want to, for example, the presidential term limit, it will not benefit them. When Kenyatta died in 1978, but the people of Mount Kenya, led by Charles Jonjo and the rest, said, let's give Moi, because it's easy for us to pick for Moi. Let's not, but they stayed out of government for 24 years.
But no, they know very well it will not help them. Are you getting the point? But the fact is, wanataka kuprolong. If you are not saying they are not prolonging kiti kurefu.
Okay, time
and
is...
still you should remember Kenya, as you say, Kenyans are still suffering. Dollar inapanda, life inapanda, things are happening.
Maisha, we told people, and it was direct, that don't expect anything positive from the current government. Expect problems. You see, that's what we told the people. Now, I'm saying in my own view and in my own wisdom and in my own like zile vitu naangalia, you know, like kila mtu anakuanga na wazo lake bora yenye. Sometimes we say diligence, someone's diligence is unquestionable. For me, every time going to the street and the people dying every day was not making enough sense. It was making sense, but it was not making enough sense. Second, when the government say no, stop this, let's sit down and you guys come and tell us your problems, and they initiate those talks, it is very okay. Because now, if the opposition would have said that we are not going to go for these talks, then they would have been having a platform to say these people are making the government ungovernable. But so sometimes unawachanga mtu ajikarange.
For how long? Let me ask you, wait.
The timeline.
As I say like
the timeline doesn't matter.
As I say like that, Jeremiah Kioni and Mother Karota and the Mountain, wamesema hii kitu waachane nayo.
You know, it's okay.
But you should remember the new faction, part of faction of
we in Kenya.
And these are the people ambao wamesoma. There is something they are seeing.
In Kenya, Jeremiah Kioni, Mother Karua have never done anything positive to this nation. They have never given us a direction that we can follow, a direction with an impact. We should accept that. But kina Kalonzo's, kina Raila's have done it. What's wrong with us saying, okay, we as citizens, we don't need this dialogue because hatujawekwa pale, that is not public participation. Hatujawekwa pale, we do not know exactly what is going on. Although the media is trying to give us some information, we do not know exactly what is going on. Why can't we give it like time? Because it won't go for like years and years. I think it's almost coming to an end. And then we'll be able now to look, what did they say important to us? If it was nonsense, we will stand and say, this was nonsense. And then again, it will be a very nice platform for us to say, now the regime is working. Because they said we need time. They were given time. Because when we were starting, they said, you should give us time to deliver. Even a kid cannot be born with it less than, now a year has gone.
But you should remember, Ruto said he needs 3 years to settle the issues that are affecting Kenyans.
No, he doesn't need 3 years. He had said 3 months.
Now he came up akasema 1 year. Then akakuja akasema 3 years.
But we are still profiling this and we know what he said. So already for us, we know that this man is a liar. This
Let
man
me
is
ask you a question.
He has nothing to offer.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
For all the manifesto ambayo UDA they had,
Yeah.
what have they done?
Nothing.
What have they fulfilled?
Nothing.
So do you think they fulfill the talks?
No, we are saying no. Let's not go back. You know, like we look like we do not understand what we're saying.
Yes.
We are saying this. When a kid, for example, it's a kid. Now let's go to a practical example. This is a kid who has failed an exam, and then she comes. Oh, they come again. They tell you, Dad, give me a year. I want to repeat the class so that I can perform. You as his dad, you can tell him you can't be an engineer because you know his capacity or their capacity. But as a kid or as a doubting, you say just okay, I'll pay for you. Go for 1 year. And then because the last year he had passed with a D plus, now he comes with a D minus. So the kid themselves will have proven 100% that I'm a failure. Okay. Now, this is exactly what we're doing.
Let's leave that story alone.
Yeah.
In Langata, things are becoming hot.
Oh, Langata.
Things are becoming hot.
Yeah.
And I think Jalango is under fire because he rebelled against the ODM.
Yeah.
In the real sense, he did something wrong to support because under the political act, if you are in one party, you are not there to support, to move to the other party unless watch a kiti, you go via again.
Yeah.
Na tumemwona amekuwa kwa mrengo ya mheshimiwa William Ruto sana.
Yeah.
And they are the part of the people ambao wamesupport all bills zenye Kenya Kwanza amekamnaza, hata hizo zenye zina affect Kenya. He has been part of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Na alisema slogan yake ilikuwa kwamba watu na utu sijui na watu ama whatever. And it's the same somebody who is supporting the problem that are facing the people. They is supporting Ruto, who is somehow people are not happy about everything that's going on. Na tumeona ODM wamekasirika naye sana. They want to yani kumtoa nje.
Yeah.
Na okay, we have seen Eric Omondi coming up very well. Na Omondi is coming up very well under Kayo Kiti, and I know other people will come in also. But let's see between Jalango and Eric Omondi.
One thing, people, I read an article and people are saying that now ODM should not question Jalango because of speaking with the president, because also the Raila also speaks with the president. But there is one thing I want to tell you. Let me now go to the layman's language ya kuelewa watu waelewe where Jalango went wrong. For example, at home where we are born, we have sisters and brothers born by the same family, same mother, father, but now we have like 5 sisters and 4 brothers. In that same house, there's division. You find the boys are supposed to sleep here, girls are supposed to sleep there. That's at night. But during the day, we can sit at the table, eat together. Now, if those are structures that has been placed in that family so that there could be harmony, understanding, respect, and everything. So in an event, someone has to cross the other side, the parents have to know. You get my point? So for example, saidi ile kumenyesha kuna mvua na nyumba inaingiza maji, the boys will not be allowed to go to sleep direct to the girls' bedroom without informing their father or their name. And one kid, the boys cannot say, no, I can go to sleep with my sister because my dad sleeps with my mom. Those are structures that are in that family to bring harmony. Now the same thing in the political party, there are those structures that has been placed. You see? In an event, now Jalango in his defense, they were saying walikuwa wanaendea maendeleo. You see, now the maendeleo that we have never seen from that time. Hawajaipigwa picha na hizo maendeleo. Ya pili, if like for example tunasoma, si tukisoma ulikuwa unapata kuna shule hapa ni secondary school. Kuna secondary school iko hapa na kuna secondary school iko hapa. But this secondary school hawakuwa wanavaa uniform moja na hii secondary school nyingine. Na ukichelewa kama mwanafunzi, na hii secondary school ujue hizi ni ya serikali, wewe ni mwanafunzi. I think you are getting my point.
I've got your point.
Haungesema nitaenda kusomea hapa na nisiulizwe. In an event you say you want to go kwa hiyo shule nyingine, kuna watu watahusishwa. Walimu, BOG na mzazi. So now Jalango ni mwanafunzi ambaye amecross on the other side. But the dangers Jalango zenye alifanya ni kucross the other side without informing wale. Sababu wangetaka kujua kwa nini. Ya pili, if Jalango and is those small MPs, to Krat MPs, who were crossing to go to William Samoei Ruto's place to wasaidike, they would have informed at least even the governor. For example, waseme governor wa Kisumu, tunataka ma MP wako, Raila would allow them, the governor of Kisumu, ongoza hii delegate kama vile Simba Arati aliongoza watu wa Kisii County. All the MPs wote wakaenda kwa William Samoei Ruto. Wakasema tunataka development. Give us. Sababu I don't see it making sense Jalango kuenda pale ama certain MP kuenda pale akapewa maendeleo while the other MP wa hiyo area yake ana. So angemwambia wewe kuja tuende. Ya ine, now ile waliharibu that time we were demonstrating. There was demonstrating. Kenyans were saying now they want their rights. They want what the government promised them. And that is the time Raila was battling with gunmen. I can send terrorists were paid to kill him. So now this is your master, the man who helped you to ascend to the power. And now you go to in the house of the oppressor. That time Raila alikuwa anaandwa na risasi mingi na gari zake kupigwa risasi. He needed his friends. He needed the people of the political party wenye wako pale waketi chini waulize serikali, kwa nini unafanyia kiongozi wetu hivi? But instead wasimame pamoja, Jalango and Tutumbo Kuratutu mtu mwingine walienda kwa the oppressor.
But if you remember Osoro said watu walikuwa wanatoka huko na briefcase ya pesa. So don't you think mtu hana roho ya utu na kufikiria ana roho ya utu na afikiria, sababu it was so dangerous. In fact Jalango angeenda kukaa mahali kuna Raila alafu Raila umie, the first person to deal with would be Jalango. Sababu nyinyi mumeenda pale atujui pesa mumeenda kupewa ni ya nini. Maybe mlikuwa mumeenda kupewa pesa mkaue kiongozi yenu, mkaue Raila. So but he went there kwa ile time sasa angefaa kuenda. You know, if in an event alikuwa ameplan siku moja kuja kuenda, it was untimely, not that time. Do you think Jalango ni moli yenye Ruto alipanda kwa ODM during that election? Because they have been friends for long.
No, Jalango alipata I cannot say Jalango. I don't expect Jalango to be an enemy of any person, however much political parties could be.
But you see,
structures. No, structures.
Wait.
Structures.
No, wait. Before even those structures.
Yeah.
Assume you are Raila.
Yeah.
This is your enemy. Huyu ni mtu amekufanyia ABCD mpaka gari yako inapigwa risasi.
Yeah.
Then mtoto wako anaenda kukaa na huyo enemy.
Yes.
Don't you think si lazima anaulizwa mzee anasema aje, atatoa siri?
And that's why I'm saying he went, tuseme for example hata tumpatie tu nini ya doubt. Tuseme alienda na roho safi tu.
Was telling me nini alienda kwa?
No, nisikize tu. Tuseme alienda tu. Unajua sometimes tusihukumingi na nguvu sana. Tuseme for example hata tumwekee ni roho safi. Na alienda huko sababu alikuwa anataka pesa. Tuseme hivyo. Tuseme tu alikuwa anaendea pesa. But at that time aliendea pesa. Hiyo time ilikuwa dangerous kabisa because opposition ilikuwa imewekwa ni kama terrorists. Alafu wewe mwenyewe ndio mzuri sasa kuenda kule na then ukifika huko badala useme mimi nilikuwa naendea tu do ama nini tulikuwa tumepromisiana. Hata unajua hata kuna uongo unaweza tupiga tukuelewe. Unaanza kusema kwani mimi sifai kuongea na president. You see, hiyo ndo kitu Jalango alifanya makosa kubwa sana.
But now let me ask you a question. Kama unasema zile miswada zote zimepitishwa kwa bunge, he has been supporting. Are you getting the point? Mpaka hizo yenye kutoa 8% to 16% VAT, what is really affect, ile vitu zote zina affect Kenya sasa hii. Jalongo is voting and as support. Is this a person you can trust?
Nilikwambia wanasiasa kwa kitu kama
wanasiasa. Let's come back to Jalango.
We have people
like Sifuna.
Jalango ni mwanasiasa.
We have people like Sifuna.
Jalango ni mwanasiasa.
And a comedian too.
No, listen. Jalango ni mwanasiasa, and that's what we call political business. Wale watu walipewa hizi tickets kwenda kuingia pale bungeni, kila mtu alienda na nia yake. And that's why I was giving a story of someone who is walking and decides, hata kama kutakuja ndege sitaingia. I want to go the other side with my legs. Jalango as shown that yeye alikuwa pale kutengeneza pesa. Tena Jalango kuenda pale zile development yenye alisema anaendea hatujaona. Hii story ya watu kukatwa pesa mingi, tuseme Jalango alipewa pesa na anaona akienda huko kwa ama kwa nini yake atapea vijana pesa wa pikipiki, awaekee mafuta vijana waone. But hii pesa nilo wanakatwa. Na ndio nilikupatianga story juzi example. Unapata kuna daktari hapa ako na clinic.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Na hii clinic ameweka clinic, hii clinic ameweka hapa, ana make sure ile maji mnakunywa hii area iko poisoned ndio auze dawa. Lakini yeye mkienda pale anakuambia leo hata ninaweza kupatia dawa bure sababu pole. Wewe utamuona ni mtu mzuri, wewe unataka wewe kwa akili zako utamuona ni mtu mzuri anakupenda ili hali iende analeta hii shida. Okay. The same thing it is what Jalango now is doing there. Wanaendea pesa pale na hii pesa ndio ile inapandishwa mafuta. Hii pesa ndio ile mwananchi wa kawaida anapandishwa kerosene from 150 to 200 shillings. Hii 50 ndio Jalango ako nao, lakini utaona pale ananunulia kerosene, umeona ni mtu mzuri.
So he's a traitor.
He's a traitor kwa kifupi. Yes.
Now what else? ODM wamekame. There's got peace na and they're thinking to replace him. Na tumeona watu wengi wamekama hapo.
Na si ODM peke yake. Ni marafiki zake. You know, marafiki wanamjua. Marafiki wanamjua na marafiki wanajua ni nini alipewa pale. So, na marafiki wanajua alienda kwa nia gani.
Erico Mondi.
Yes.
He's coming in.
Yeah.
Anasema he wants to take over from Jalango.
Yeah.
Macheki.
Yeah.
Anataka kuchukua from Jalango.
Yeah.
Tumeona akifanya ABCD, kusimama na watu, kugawa watu unga. Na pia anapendwa.
Yeah.
Na tumemwona pia juzi amekuwa na Wajakoya, amekuwa na Raila juzi. Hatuwezi jua ni nini wanaongea. But you see, lazima waanze kutafuta mtu anaweza kubalika kwa ground.
Yeah.
Unacheki? Cause sasa hii hawezi tu chukua mtu yote wapeleke huko. Na umaarufu wa Erico ni kama ule Jalango alikuwa na, cause he's known everywhere. Do you think he can come and beat Jalango in case they go for a runoff?
You know, Jalango first, Jalango kitu kwanza Jalango alisema atoki ODM. So inamaanisha kama wataenda kwa mchujo atajifanya kwa pale na atachujwa. Sasa ile chama Jalango atakuwa nayo, the dangerous thing ni achukue chama inaitwa UDA. Ile uchaguzi pia itakuwa pale, kitu kwanza tutafaa ku expect itakuwa uchaguzi ya mabavu. Sababu wale wako na ABC. Na hii government ni ya matabeli. So hii uchaguzi kwanza tunafaa kuwa very smart. Hii sasa inataka haitafanywa hivi, itafanywa manually na chini ya maji. Hii haitakuwa hivi rahisi sababu wale watakuwa wanataka kuonyesha ODM wanaweza, they can still win. But Jalango has a problem. Although if you asked me, sioni kama we are just knitting. We are just treating diarrhea by knitting the anus. Because Pio Erico, he does this. Jalango tu alikuwa tu comedian hapa na hapa. Erico does the same. So the people of Lang'ata should not expect kitu yote. Ile kitu iko tu ni kusema, for example, tuchukue Jalango, tumtoe atoka kwa hiyo kiti na tuweke Erico. which is very okay. And no,
but
listen.
You also remember to pay chance.
Listen, which is very okay and which is very possible. But again, you also need to ask yourself, Jalango will shift to the government.
Wait.
No,
yes.
no,
okay,
listen.
You are right.
You know, like you know,
okay.
easily too.
Do you know?
There are people. No, there are people who are listening and they want to understand this criteria because we cannot speak about Jalango being kicked out of ODM.
And then, this is what I wanted to ask.
Wait. We cannot say Jalango being kicked out of ODM as if he is going to.
Bro, there is something you are not seeing. There's something you are not seeing. You should remember UDA head ilikuwa na mtu wao huko mwenye alikuwa the former MP. Do you think UDA wanaweza acha huyo MP wao wakuja support Jalango?
Nimekuambia.
Also ukumbuke
nimekuambia ile chama yenye iko saizi ya UDA saizi ni mbovu. Na mtu yote anasupport UDA ni mtu ambaye anasaidika na serikali ama amelipwa. It is just as clear as that. Hakuna mtu nomo ama mtu asaidike na serikali hii yenye anaisupport. That should be known. Sababu imefinya kila mtu. Na today even if you are benefiting from the government, unapata wewe mwenyewe kwa serikali unalipwa 1,000,000 lakini nyumbani wale watu wako nyuma yako wote wanataabika, unapata hiyo milioni ni kama kitu unashikishwa hapa na mtu inachukuliwa na hiyo mkono mwingine. Understand that. Ya tatu, pia lazima tujue Jalango. You know, we have to speak even the fate of Jalango. Sometimes we can fight someone. Kuna vitu tunasemanga energy in futility. Tutangoa Jalango pale. But Jalango na I'm sure ataenda kwa William, na sababu William aliambia Jalango ndiye alingoa Jalango na William ndiye ameharibu Jalango, atampea docket. Anaweza kupatika CS ama docket, a docket whereby tukitaka develop, for example apewe docket ya Ministry of Water ama apewe Ministry of Energy for example. Even us who said we do not need him, bro, we will approach him tumwambie ni aje tuweke stima.
Let me tell you one thing. Gachagua alisema hii chama ni ya
Gachagua ana power.
But if you remember he's a deputy president. Na Mount Kenya wanamsikia sana.
Oh, he's just
so now there is this scenario nataka uangalie. Do you think UDA walipenda hiyo kitu na ili waponyoka from their hands, ni ukweli? Inaweza kuwa njia moja kuleta Jalango, Jalango afikirie these people are helping him, but wanatafuta tu njia atoke ndio wakienda by election ama kukuwa election mtu wao achukue. So as much as Jalango may see that hawa tu ni wazuri, but in the other scenario inaweza kuwa ile mdudu inakukula, panya inakukula ikiwa inakuma. Are you seeing that scenario?
Hiyo scenario, unaona hiyo scenario, for example if like waende pale wangangane na Jalango na tuseme Jalango ashindwe na tuseme 42% of the total votes, mwingine apate 58%, UDA haitaachilia Jalango, UDA itachukua Jalango. Na nakwambia nakwambia watampatia kazi.
Can I ask you a question? Unakumbuka nani? Mariga?
Yes, Mariga.
Ako wapi?
Alikuwa na impact gani?
Ngoja, sio walikuja akasimama huko.
No.
Wait. I want you to see this.
Nikwambia ni political business.
Tell me. If you are telling me that they can come in wasaidia Jalango, kama hawakusaidia Mariga mwenye aliosimama nao. Unasikia vizuri? Do you think Jalango mwenye hata kama, let me ask you a question. You yourself. Mtoto wako ameenda akasaina the enemy. Umesikia vizuri? Enemy, the only thing anatafuta ni kupata information from you through that kid. Are you getting the point? Do you think well enemy anaweza trust mtoto wako? He knows it's your son, lakini amepeleka information. Do you think if you behave like is somebody you can keep into your house? Do you think yeye naye azitoa zero kalete huko?
The problem ni sababu hii ni siasa. Ya pili, we do not have hatuna tribunal for example kama wewe ni wetu na umeshuka ukaenda saidi ile nyingine, hakuna jela tunaweza kupeleka. The only thing ni kukunyang'anya hiyo kiti. It is very easy. For example nikuulize swali hizi. Jalango today andike resignation letter, sema today I don't want to be an MP of Lang'ata. Chukueni mpewe mtu hata tutaki siasa. Hata tusiende election tuharibu time. Hiyo kiti sitaki, chukueni. And then he goes to William and William gives him job, a ministry. What will you have done? It's a question. Because the only thing tunafaa kuwa nayo tuseme we just need to kick Jalango out of ODM because wakati tutakuja kwa meetings za ODM atatoa what we say. So the idea is to kick out Jalango. But now you need to know that Jalango bado ako na akili yake. Jalango pia ako na nyota yake. See, Jalango bro. So unless uniambie kuna
watu walimpigia kura. People who voted him, they had a reason. Are you getting the point? Walikaa kaona huyu mtu ndiye anaweza tupeleka manifesto yetu. Amebelieve manifesto ya ODM na akampea kiti.
Jalango aliingizwa kwa kiti ya Lang'ata si sababu ni mtu mzuri. Aliingizwa sababu ya nguvu ya ODM.
Ndio nakwambia hiyo nguvu. Na pia through si ati alipita ni wale watu waliamini manifesto ya ODM ndio wakaona this is the person anaweza tuwakilisha kwa sababu amesimama na ODM. Do you think the same people wanaweza mvote after yeye amebetray? Leave alone betraying ODM. The voters.
I've told you even a thief, even a murderer, tunakuwa na justice for the murderer. You know, sometimes tunaekanga, engineer, wacha nikwambie. For you to be on the safe side every time, you have to differentiate between hatred and truth. The truth is, Jalango will be kicked out of that seat. But the future of Jalango is likely
I have to give you an example.
Vile najua William Ruto.
Give you an example.
Vile najua William Ruto.
I have to give you an example.
Wait.
No, I'm not objecting, but there is something you're not seeing. I want to give you an example. Aisha Juma. You know, being given a ministry na kukua mtu umeelektiwa na watu. Ni nani anaweza futwa kazi haraka? Minister.
Yeah.
Si kweli?
Yeah.
Aisha Juma ni wale watu walikataa ODM nakumbuka. Na wakangangana wakakaa hapo miaka 5 ikaisha. Amerudi kusimama, alichaguliwa?
Hakuchaguliwa.
Alienda home, si kweli?
Yeah.
Now kuna mwenye aliingia ile place yake, si kweli?
Yeah.
Between say if Ruto aenda reshuffle government. Na atoe afute watu, aseme Mr. Ruto aende home. Si Aisha Juma ataenda home. Ataenda home, si kweli? Ule mwenye alireplace Aisha Juma, ni nani anaweza mfuta kazi? Wait, nataka tu nijibu. Ni nani anaweza mfuta kazi?
Sitafutwa na president.
Aisha Juma atafutwa na president. Na ule mwenye aliingia kwa Aisha Juma kama maybe the kiongozi mwenye alichukua. Nani anaweza mfuta kazi? Si mwananchi. So ni wapi kuna wait? Where can you wait? I just want you to give me your answer. Ni wapi you can feel safe? Being an elected person ama being nominated to a ministry?
When you are
No, I just want an answer. To assume you are the one. Are you getting the point?
If
wewe mwenyewe umekuwa elected as MP na wewe amekuwa elected as amepewa kiti kama ya ministry. No wapi you can feel safe?
For me, I'll go for the ministry without watch election.
Sawa, skatai. But are you safe with that your job?
Hizi vitu na inategemeanga akili yako. In the ministry, when you are running a ministry, you are running the whole nation.
Skatai.
Zile board.
Ni nani anaweza futwa kazi hapa haraka? Because unaweza amkia leo.
Idea kuna kitu nakwambia inaitangwa energy infutility. Unaweza toa mtu hapa na umtoe ufikirie sasa umemweza. Na the next thing unampata ndio watchman pale wa kufungulia gate.
Sijakataa.
Utalala nje.
Kuna kitu hujanijibu. There is something you are trying to utaka kunijibu, but that's what I want. Okay. Nimekuuliza tu swali. Between somebody who was elected by the people.
Yes.
Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Na mtu mwenye alichuziwa akapewa. For example, maybe nominated, MP, senator, na mwenye alichaguliwa na people. Ni gani unaweza feel hii inaweza run for 5 years?
Nikwambie hizi vitu, what we are saying, we are just doing some comparison yenye ingiani. When you are elected by the people,
you have power.
You have power in the parliament. Remember, our country inarianiangwa na vitu tatu. Kuna judiciary,
sijakataa.
Kuna parliament,
sijakataa.
And kuna executive.
Yes,
now when you are that person who is elected, your power
belongs to the people.
Your power and the sustainability inakuanga how you are connected to this judiciary and this executive. For example, if it's a mission, and I want to give you the last example because we have to end this topic in an hour. If you're elected as an MP and you want steamer in your place, where do you go? To the Minister of Energy. Okay? And all the 300 MPs will go to beg one Minister of Energy.
I want to correct you.
In that hospital you want to build in your area, you will go to the Ministry of Health through the committee, because the parliament has committees. You have to go to that. So
kuna kitu hujanielewa. I've just asked you a simple question. Between being chosen by the president to head a ministry, are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Na wewe kuwa elected na wananchi, ni wapi you can feel safe yenye una feel hapa siwezi futo, I can run for my 5 years na nitoke? Since being MP, kwa sababu the only people who can remove it ni mwananchi. Na hata kama watakuja kukorogo ya kutoe, the same mwananchi can stand with you na kurudi. The way Raila aliresign one day wakati alichoka na nini, sijui ilikuwa hii mambo na party from ilikuwa Ford Kenya ama whatever, na akarudi kwa mwananchi na akachaguliwa.
He did that because he had
now if you are selected by the president to be a minister, when president akiamua reshuffle anaweza kutoa hapa akupeleka hapa. Why is the president doing like that? Because alipewa mandate na mwananchi wa kawaida. Nikuulize
swali. If to say for example we go to election and Jalango plays his card na ashinde, what will you do?
Mwananchi atakuwa amemweka hapo. He still have that power. But now akienda apewe minister.
Then how possibility do we know that he cannot also come back?
And that's what coming back yake, it's very small. One, the UDA.
That's an assumption.
It's not an assumption.
No, it's an assumption because he has not worked on the ground.
Skiza, UDA, you cannot tell me that UDA watampea kitu. And yet hata ule mtu mwenye alikuwa kama MP hata hajapewa anything kwa government. Are you getting the point? Korini?
Are you sure?
Is it a minister? Is he a minister? Wait, is he a minister?
Your position is not just being a minister.
Oh, no. Okay, sawa. Tunamjua amesaia kwa which docket is he?
Unaona hata board.
Sijakataa.
Board.
Ako kwa board gani?
Unaona board.
Ako kwa board gani?
Nakuuliza tu. Nakwambia unaona hata board.
I understand.
Nakwambia tu unaona board.
But currently he is nowhere.
Nisikize.
Maybe ndiye anatafutiwa.
Nisikize tu. Koril was posted. Sijui kwa hii nini inaitwa je hii ni land hii nini ya.
Unaona hata because it's not so powerful like being a minister or assistant or a CS.
You know us, kuna vitu tuliweka kwa akili zetu. Tunaambiangwa unaweza kuwa powerful ukiwa MP ama powerful ukiwa senator ama powerful sababu unaingia in that parliament. No. Unaona ukiwa board, for example kwa energy na ukuwe board member wa energy. There was a time tulikuwa tunaangalia during Uhuru's time whereby a board member was earning 5 million.
Skatai. But are you connected to the people? You should remember, being a board member, the minister can fire you. Are you getting the... No, wait.
Connection.
Minister can fire you.
When you are a board member, you also connected to the people, because I don't know how many people you're speaking about, because when you come to election is all about wave, it's a wave. Today, people sang Spangwingwi song. And even here, people were elected because this was a UDA zone. The other one was zile areas zenye watu walichanganyika kidogo ni kidogo sana. So election inategemeanga utaenda kwa side gani. Today if Raila wants you to be an MP for Lang'ata today, atakusimamisha hivi, hata hiyo mchujo ya ODM hakuna kitu itafanyika. Ni kama wakati Okoth alikufa, Raila said now his brother should take over, and that's because ODM ni yake. Today tulikuwa tunaongea kuhusu UDA, and I told you now, look at the Mount Kenya people, MPs wamefungwa mdomo na mkundu. because they do not have anything kwa hiyo chama ni ya William. So if today William decides to kick you out na heke mtu mwingine, because the chama ni property yake, the same as Raila, and that's why it is Raila who will say Jalango must go and go. If now the ODM member sits down and said Jalango should not go, and Raila decides him to go, he will go.
Okay.
So we also need to understand politics very well.
Thank you very much.
So the end product of Jalango is politics after ODM. He can shine bigger or go down.
Time is not on us.
We also as I finish, we also kicked Waitangula as the minority leader, in the parliament, in the Senate. And it was given, I don't know it was given to who. And Waitangula said, okay, what you've done to me, then time will come and they'll have an impact. And the last election, Waitangula produced 200 votes. And those are the votes Raila was, it's the later difference. Now today, Waitangula is the speaker.
As you end up,
so now, when you are being kicked,
I know I come from that side. Let me remind you one thing.
When you are being kicked out, how you play, it is what makes sense.
Let me remind you one thing, as I come from that side. Let me tell you.
Sometimes true this.
Even 2017, Uhuru got more votes when Waitangula was a senator under NASA than Raila. Mark my words, as we wind up. So you should know where the...
So where did it change?
Hiyo ingine tuongelea.
But now we are talking facts.
Wait first. We are finishing up.
We are talking facts here.
We are finishing up.
Waitangula,
let's finish up first.
Waitangula in Bungoma alileta kura mingi sana, over 200,000 votes. And then Waitangula was kicked by ODM. ODM walikuwa ndaka kumaliza Waitangula.
Time is not on our side.
But finally, Waitangula today is the speaker.
Time is not on our side. We'll talk. Let's wind up, then we'll talk. So thank you guys.
So the life after Jalango, that's what will count.
Okay, thank you.
We have to accept the fact.
Thank you. Let's wind up because of time. So guys, thank you so much. I know the debate has been so rampant and so fire, but we appreciate you. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, just go there and subscribe to our YouTube channel and just turn on that notification so that in the moment we upload a video, you get a notification and you follow us. Follow us even into our social media accounts, Sambreeze TV, TikTok, Sambreeze TV, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, Sambreeze TV. We love you so much. We appreciate you. We pray that God will give you more energy as we face everything that is happening. Remember, anything that has the beginning has the end. And never fear anything. Because you know, when you fear, you'll be creating your end. Keep on moving. Keep on being hard. We love you so much. We appreciate you. Bye bye.
Na watu wa Kilome constituency wajue I'm planning in 2027. I want to take them to the next better level. I want to make Kilome better than how it is today. So, guys, let's work together.
Thank you. Bye bye.